the viral truth. Wealth, authenticity, and social media strategies that actually work in 2025. Now, let's dive into this episode of The Happy Hustle. Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Cary Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco-warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. The viral truth. We're talking about wealth, authenticity, and social media strategies that actually work in 2025. What's up, y'all? My name is Cary Jack, and I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur. I am best-selling author, I can say that now, USA Today bestseller at that, from our new book, The Happy Hustle version 2.0, top 1% global ranked podcast host, and I'm someone who loves masterminds and recently got back from one at my good buddy Garrett Gunderson's house. He is a New York Times bestselling author, serial entrepreneur, founder of Wealth Factory, just a stud of a human, my brother from another mother. And he had this private mastermind at his residence in Salt Lake City. And there were some amazing speakers like Sean Whalen, who founded the Lions Not Sheep movement, as well as Warren Phillips, who is also a great friend of mine. And he founded the Non-Toxic Dad movement and the Non-Toxic Living, as well as myself, Cary Jack, the Happy Hustler, spoke. And I shared a little bit about the Happy Hustle. But in this room, we talked all about reputation and reach and how it equals more revenue and how you can leverage social media strategies to actually spread all three: your reach, your reputation, and your revenue, and increase the impact that you're having. So I want to share with you my private notes. These are, just like a legit brain dump of everything that I was writing down as all these speakers were going at it. And I'm going to break it down into 3 different segments, okay? Segment number 1, we're talking about how wealth starts from within with Garrett Gunderson. And he was, talking all about how you don't want to skip the meaning for the outcome. A lot of people just want the result, but then they forget about the journey. I know it's cliche, but his whole concept is life design is the foundation of sustainable wealth. And you have to fall in love with the process to build your human life value first and foremost. And this plays into social media strategies as well, and really making sure that you are delivering value on your platforms. Now, money is a reason, not the reason. This is some of the stuff that he said, very profound in its simplicity. Money is a reason, not the reason. That's how you happy hustle more abundance financially, in my opinion, too. And he also said, grow yourself before you grow your wealth. A little happy hustle hack here is, he said, what does it really mean to be truly wealthy? Journal on that prompt for yourself. Think about that. What does it really mean to be wealthy for you? Because your definition and your journaling will look different than mine. And then he says, build a life design map before building your revenue model. And this is huge. I believe this to be so true. If you have a business that sucks your soul, doesn't matter how much money you make, you're not going to feel like you're happy hustling, because you won't be. Now, my take here is money is a magnifier, not a meaning maker. So you got to get cleared, you got to get aligned, and then you go get that on paper, and you go get that paper too, right? So you create that game plan to make meaning, not just money. And you really want to focus on what's going to feed your soul, like increasing your impact, changing people's lives, starting a movement that means something to you. That's what it's all about. Okay, so those are some high-level notes from Garrett's. I mean, I could go so much deeper, but really focus on acquiring more skills, building your human life value, and you'll make more money in the process, okay? Now, I do want to get into segment number 2, and we're going to be talking about Sean Whalen's presentation and what he did to build this massive movement. And his concept is tell the truth, build the tribe. So I want to share with you some of the key concepts. Number 1, he talks about authenticity attracts. You have to keep it real. Like, sharing your authentic story. Be vulnerable. That's what his whole thing is. Be vulnerable. I asked a question to him in front of everybody. I said, how do you know what to share? Like, I was always told, share scars, not wounds, because people don't want to hear all your problems. And he was like, I share everything, and I mean, I think that's a brave concept, and one definitely to ponder. I believe, just sharing your story, a lot of people need to open up and even share the stuff that hurts, right? Because that's the stuff that resonates with others. He also said, you will be judged no matter what. So who cares? And, he was kind of, funny about this. He was like, who the fuck cares if you're judged? Because they're going to judge you whether, they like you or they don't like you. So you might as well be judged for things that you're doing that are, making a positive impact. And he also said that real resonates. Be a lion, not a sheep. Be that lion who's leading the charge and sharing from an authentic place. He also said, focus on what's true for you, not what trends. I thought that was interesting too. So think about that for you. Another thing that he said, and that I thought he embodies well, is, he planted his flag. He's polarizing. You either kind of love him or you don't. And that's oftentimes a way to attract a lot of attention. He's got millions and millions of followers. He's got billions of views on his videos. He says he doesn't have a social media team. He only uses his iPhone, and he's like just sharing his truth. And, he's sold, I think he said 51,000 people through his coaching program, and he's sold over 1 million garments, over 1 million, Lions Not Sheep hats and shirts and swag, which is a lot, and it's tens of millions of dollars in revenue. And it's kind of cool to hear that all happened for him just talking into his cell phone. So you can do it out there. You share your story and watch what happens. It's pretty cool. So tactical happy hustle hack here, commit to 30 days of being consistent in telling the truth. Share your story on reels and long form posts, and just, share when you're feeling activated energy. That energy beats the polish and the B-roll and all the bells and whistles. He's like, just share when you feel activated energy within you. And those type of posts are what go viral and what really resonate. Now, my take here is, the more you tell the truth, the more trust you'll build with your tribe. Trust transfers into transformation and traction. So building that know, like, and trust online is just a pivotal piece to the puzzle right now. If you're looking to grow on social media and looking to just increase your impact globally, like, we have so much power right now with our cell phones, like this little piece of plastic and freaking, glass can reach so many people. Actually, what's funny is Sean's texting me right now. We're going to do a podcast together. So yeah, pretty cool. Use your phone to spread the message. Now, I want to share with you segment number 3, and these were takeaways from Warren Phillips. You can check him out at Non-Toxic Dad. He grew to 880,000 followers in 2 years. And it was really because he is making a movement, not just a post. And that's my biggest takeaway there. Segment number 3, make a movement, not just a post. His key concept here, he's posting 6 days a week, 3 times a day, morning, midday, and evening. And they have a content machine now, but he just started off posting like 3 times a week, just 3 videos a week. And his whole thing is authenticity plus consistency is the algorithm's best friend, right? And he's like, recruit a mission-aligned team to help grow with you. He also said the hook in the first 5 seconds is the most important thing. He said, talk about what you love, test different hooks, really share your quirks, your authentic self, be relational, not transactional. His whole thing is how to live a non-toxic life. So, very much important content that he's putting out there. He has a new book out. He has a community, and he's really poured into his community. He hasn't asked for a dollar for the last 2 years. He's just been giving so much value. And then now it's time for him to reap some of what he's sown and ask for people to join his movement in a different way, like his membership community. And it's pretty cool because, his heart, his authenticity, his quirkiness grew this massive following. And he gets millions and millions of views on his videos. And it's all because it's coming from an authentic place, right? And he really cares about protecting his family and your family from the toxins in our food sources. So those are some of the things that, he shared. He was also saying metrics really matter, track and tweak accordingly. So yeah, those are some takeaways from Warren Phillips. Little happy hustle hack here is use the 3E content method. So that's educate, entertain, and empower. Very important there to have those three components, and also have that content rhythm. So you can plan out your weeks on a Sunday or whatever on a Monday, and then have your days to reflect on your content as well, looking at the metrics so that you can make pivots accordingly. My take here is stop chasing followers. Really 1,000 true fans, as Kevin Kelly wrote in that amazing article, can make you millions of dollars. Like, you don't need millions of followers to make millions of dollars. As my buddy Rory Vaden says, your vibe will attract your tribe. So keep on spreading it, keep on showing up, and be real, be raw, and build that movement. Like for us with the Happy Hustle, the Happy Hustle is a movement. It's about anti-grind culture. It's about putting the happy in your hustle, delaying the timeline, and being happier throughout the journey. That's what it's about for us. And, it's a little counterintuitive from a lot of the gurus out there. But for me, that's the way to do it. And that's the movement that I'm all about it. Couple bonus tactics here when it comes to the media game and monetization. So from Garrett was talking about how humor boosts memory retention by 3x. So if you can infuse some humor, that's really important. Keep it simple. He said 1 idea per video. That's huge. By the way, Garrett's a comedian, so it's easy for him to, provide humor. He always is ragging on me with his jokes. He does like roasting for our friends too. It's pretty funny. He also said text message headlines equal click magnets. So like, gratitude equals abundance. That's a very text message headline. Think of like a YouTube thumbnail. You really want to focus so much energy on that thumbnail and on that headline, or else a lot of people won't even click on it. And then he said, sell privately, but give value publicly. So give a lot of value publicly, but then when it comes time, don't be afraid to sell privately in the DMs. And then he said, understand your IP DNA, hire that creative team. Also from Warren, he said, track or get your personal life in order to scale sustainably. So like, it's very difficult if you want to go, all in on social media, if you don't have your stuff personally in order. So, or at least to the degree where you're not going to sacrifice your time with your kids or your loved ones. If you're just so much in your phone, and then like set proper barriers so that you're not losing yourself to your phone. But yeah, these are some of the things that you need to think about. I mean, at the end of the day, your content, your social media, your website, this is your business card in 2025. Make it soulful, make it smart, and make it you. Really, people want to know who you are, the person behind the business. So don't just hustle harder, happy hustle smarter, leveraging these social media strategies. And I hope that this was valuable for you. I'll repeat just those key 3 segments and those main takeaways. So number 1, from my buddy Garrett Gunderson, true wealth starts from within. You have to think about how you can build your human life value, not just, acquiring more skills, but also think about how that you can serve others with those skills, right? Grow yourself before you grow your wealth. Make money a reason, not the reason you do something. The number 2 segment was tell the truth. My buddy Sean Whalen, now he said, share your story, even the parts that hurts because authenticity attracts. So, you're going to be judged no matter what. So put yourself out there and just be real, be raw, and share your truth. And then segment 3 from Warren Phillips, he said, make a movement, not just a post or not just money. Really make a movement, put yourself out there, share your quirks, be relational, not transactional, pour into your community. So those are some of my biggest takeaways from this awesome mastermind. I hope you got some value here in the recap. I mean, let's be honest, some of this stuff is gold, in my opinion. Learning from these experts and people who have garnered billions of views and millions of followers, they're making movements. And if you want to be a happy hustler and spread a movement, you might as well heed some of this advice. I know I am. So I appreciate the heck out of you. I hope this was valuable. Give a like and follow and comment if you can to show some love. And also check out those people I mentioned, Garrett Gunderson online, Sean Whalen, and Warren Phillips, Non-Toxic Dad. Definitely worth following and checking out their stuff. Regardless, I appreciate the heck out of you, sending you so much love and light. I know you could be anywhere because, our attention is our most precious commodity, but you're here right now with me, and I'm grateful for it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it for now. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out.